Hello, everyone, and welcome to this presentation of how a McDonald's franchisee reduced employee turnover and doubled the size of their staff. My name is Zach Matuk. I am the Director of Marketing over here at Sprockets, and we are a hiring platform helping businesses, helping franchisees fill the gaps in their staff by engaging with new and even past applicants and identifying the highest value applicants to your business by finding those who are most like your current top performing employees. I do want to give a special thanks to La Fontaine Organization. They are a 3-location McDonald's group, customer of ours out in Indiana, with whom we conducted a case study, and this is the data we'll be going over today. This case study can be found on our website at the URL on this page right here, sprockets.ai/hiring-resources, if you want to read further into it after this presentation. But we're going to go over all of the best parts. Before we get into it, we do want to hear your story as well. So anyone who sits down with us before May 31st to share your story, share what you're dealing with in terms of hiring, your struggles, and maybe discuss how we can help, you will get a $25 Visa gift card. All you got to do is email me. My email's right here on this page. Email me within the next 24 hours after seeing this and set up a time. We can sit down. Awesome. Let's get into it. So, what challenges are we seeing across the industry? So, cyclical employee turnover still exists, likely always will exist, but you can fix it. We'll talk about that. You'll spend another year trying to stay fully staffed. We also have, because of inflation, rising operational costs. The cost of your supplies, cost of hiring or a bad hire has increased because of inflation. It will eat into your revenue. And then we have a lack of quality applicants, right? Or it's harder than ever to find quality applicants because of ghosting and maybe because of competing with the businesses in your local area that all these applicants are applying to, right? Let's focus on turnover. Why does it continue to be an issue? Well, one, because hiring managers don't have enough time to properly screen applicants. They're so busy, they're getting burnt out, right? Because there aren't enough people on staff and they're just looking to fill the positions and fill them quickly. But what can that lead to? That can lead to the person quitting in a week or not even showing up on the first day because it wasn't the right person. You're also competing for a lot of the same applicants as other businesses in your area. In today's click to apply culture, a lot of people go on, let's say, Indeed. They can apply to 20 jobs in one sitting, and they're likely going to go with whoever reaches out to them first, and leaving you in the dust, right? If you don't act fast, because you are competing for a lot of the same people. And as we discover at talking to customers, talking to prospects, a lot of people are stuck in an old hiring process. So it might be time to rethink your hiring process. And right over here, 81% of your employees will leave within a year and 25% won't last longer than a month. So what can you do? Well, you got to rethink your hiring process, right? How do you do that? Well, introduce and use effective screening tools, at a very early stage, right during the application process. Well, these tools can show you, oh, this person might be a great fit. I should act fast, right? So know who will succeed and stay long term like your best people. And then reach out to top applicants first. People, again, are going to go with whoever says, hey, we'd like you to work with us. They're going to reach out to whoever reaches out first and, shows them interest. They're going to likely go with that business. So you got to quickly engage applicants via text messages or phone calls before you lose them to competition. And then a pro tip, this idea of hiring for coachability and then training for skills. A lot of what we do, and I'll talk about that later, but it's the idea that, the resume might not look like what you need, but if they're going to mesh well with your crew, you likely can train them to be successful. But let's first talk about La Fontaine's organization's story, what they were dealing with and how they came to find us, and then what happened after that. So Rhiannon Wilson is our main contact at LaFontaine LLC, this 3-location McDonald's group in Indiana. She's the HR manager and people experience leader, and at the time was dealing with turnover, was hovering around the 65% mark. They wanted to improve that. That's a 90-day turnover. And another customer of ours, mentioned, hey, why don't you look into Sprockets? And as she says, the rest is history. And we've since lowered her turnover. And this is interesting, reduced the number of conflicts that occur between crew. I don't know if that's something you all deal with between your crews as well with your locations, but it was nice to see. And then we also have a lot more statistics we're going to run through, but overall have helped her with turnover and in essentially improving staff morale and how they work together. But let's dive into the numbers more specifically. So this is all directly from LaFontaine LLC. This is what they've achieved after implementing Sprockets. 90-day turnover went from 69.3% to 53%. On a percent improvement basis, that's actually a 24% reduction of employee turnover. Trailing 12-month turnover, 166 to 143, that's a 14% improvement. Some might call that annual turnover. Shift attendance, this is where it got really interesting. Went from 81% to 97.5%. That's almost everyone showing up to work. Thought that was awesome to see. And then these last two, the number of employees retained longer than a year or staying longer than a year went from 11 on crew to 28, almost 3x. And then crew size literally doubled from 32 to 64. This is what we love to see. Rhiannon has found great success with the platform, and across her 3 locations, has taken a chunk or taken a bite out of turnover, as we like to say. So how does it work? What made the difference here? The Sprocket solution allows you to engage with the most valuable applicants to you in real time. How do we do that? So whether you have 1 to 100 locations, what we are able to do is find the common personality traits between your current top performing employees, and you can do this per position and per location. So we find the common personality traits between your top performers and incoming applicants. It's kind of like a stoplight. As people apply, they take this brief, less than 5-minute survey. It's just written answers to 3 simple questions, same ones that your top performers would have taken to set the benchmark, and then you are alerted in real time of incoming applicants and their scores, and you can set a threshold. We generally say anyone 7 or above, go, reach out to them quickly. They're going to likely be a good fit, but just like a stoplight, red, don't hire; yellow, proceed with caution; green, excellent match. And these scores come in real time as people apply to your jobs, whether it's on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, etc., on your own website. We can integrate there, but you're alerted in real time, and you can act fast, click of a button, or just call, hey, you just applied. I can see you are probably a great fit for us. Why don't you come in for an interview? So we're letting you get to the most valuable applicants very quickly, beat the competition, right? So how did Rhiannon and LaFontaine use Sprockets? So they focused on people who scored above a 7.2. So they straight up said, we don't hire anyone who scores below a 7.2, right? So, but they still encourage them to apply to other positions. Now, why? Because we have a feature called the organizational comparison, which says, all right, so you might not be a great fit for this particular location, but it looks like you'd be a great cashier at this location, right? So we have this awesome feature, again, called organizational comparison that allows you to see where they might be a good fit within your entire portfolio, maybe not at that specific location. And then Rhiannon here notes, because it integrates right into her platform, which is McHire. We do have a direct integration with McHire. She can just be in one place to seeing the scores as they come in, being able to run people through the hiring process. We also integrate with Paradox talent brief. We can work alongside, of course, Indeed, People Matter through automation there, but Rhiannon, in one place, all 3 locations, you can see in real time the scores coming in, and then the alerts to our hiring managers via text, etc., via email. They can act on it real quick to get the high scoring applicants into the stores fast and, become part of the crew fast as well. So that is the story of LaFontant. They are having success, keeping close contact with Rhiannon, and we'll continue updating their metrics as they continue being a great customer of ours. Now, there is something I'd like to talk about, this idea of past applicants. As I had mentioned, we engage with current and past applicants. So we have a new feature that is called Sprockets Pools. Why does it exist? Well, you're paying for a lot of applicants that you never hire. Think about it. You boost job ads on, let's say, Indeed, and you get 10 people that came in, you paid for all of them, you end up hopefully hiring 1 for that position. Well, what happened to the other 9? Or let's say you had hundreds come in. What happens to these 100 people here that may be waiting for the call, they were waiting for the short list, they were waiting for an interview, etc. They just never really engaged with them because you were focused on certain people that looked like they were the right fit. Well, with Sprockets Pools, we allow you to engage with all of the past applicants that you've ever had. Think about how much money you've spent on sourcing if you boost ads, right? Thousands, potentially thousands of dollars, and all these applicants are just sitting in your ATS or sitting in your Indeed account, and you're kind of just waiting for the next new applicants to come in. Well, what if your next best hire was someone who's already come in before and you just didn't know it? So what Sprockets Pools does is we literally can import all of your past applicants, pretty much from the beginning of time. Whatever you have, we will upload, and then we engage them in a text campaign that says, for example, hey, this is Rhiannon at LaFontant, McDonald's. We have a new crew member position open. Click here to apply. And then they go right through the survey. So this time, you're getting a score, right? So they maybe didn't look like the right fit at the beginning, which is why you didn't engage with them, or maybe they just didn't reply to your email, etc. Well, this is a way to save a ton of money on sourcing, leverage your current applicant pool, and then also see scores in real time, what you didn't see before. So the person that maybe didn't look like a great fit at the time, well, they're scoring a 9.0. If they just reapplied, definitely reach out to them and slash your sourcing bills and reduce the time you have to spend on hiring, right? So that's Sprockets Pools. It's just a new feature we wanted to touch on because we know it's so expensive to boost ads, to pay for sponsored ads with sourcing. So we wanted to come up with a solution that really anyone can use if you have past applicant data, which almost everyone does at this point because of this digital hiring age. So Sprockets Pools, slash your sourcing bills. Again, we've got more case studies on the website. If you want to see how we are working with other brands such as Chick-fil-A, Spinks, it's a C-store group, as well as Bojangles, etc. So again, that's on our website, sprockets.ai. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's our website. And as a reminder, we want to hear your story. So please reach out to me, zach.matuk@sprockets.ai. Schedule time to meet with us. Anyone who sits down before the end of the month, we will give you a $25 Visa gift card. And depending on when this goes up, we could likely extend this into June. So please don't be shy. Love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your story, and we'd love to help you out because we know how hard it is to hire the right people, and we exist to match people to possibilities and to help business owners, stay afloat and find the right fit. So again, thank you so much, and hopefully I'll meet with some of you in the future. All right, bye.